Dear friend Betfair trader, welcome to the last video lesson in my 7-day Betfair trading course, and I'm so glad you've been with me during the last week. Thanks for dropping into my website, and I'm really glad you found some time to watch my videos. And I really hope that you'll be doing the things on Betfair the smart way, the Betfair trader's way. Because of gambling, many people have perished, lost everything they've had and gone broke. Therefore, I'm not going to preach how bad gambling is and that you have to make reasonable decisions while you're on Betfair. It should be taken for granted among us Betfair traders, so just allow me to stress the few main points. Firstly, never risk with money you can't afford to lose. Secondly, never put expectations ahead of facts. And third, never chase losses. Sounds like gambling counselling. Well, even though when trading you can reduce risk greatly, you can still lose loads of money if you are the type of person that just can't accept occasional losses and keep a cool head on situations when the profit margins are wearing thin. And that's exactly why I'm trading tennis on Betfair. Implementing certain trading strategies, you can reduce the risk to virtually zero. And if you monitor the tennis market long enough, you tend to develop a special feel of the game. But it's not like racing, where you have to study the forms inside out and be very good at understanding the nature of horse odds calculation. I'm trading tennis on Betfair the simple way, and as the time has proven, nearly everyone can do it. All it takes is to follow certain strategies and be persistent. However, you shouldn't take the whole trading thing too seriously either. You still can have some fun while watching the tennis market and seeing the odds go your favourable direction. And I don't mean becoming light-headed and starting messing with placing bets. The best way to describe the Betfair trading is do what you know and what your guts tell you. And if you have any doubts, don't do it. But let's cut this rant and let me tell you a few interesting things you can do to boost your Betfair trading bank a little bit. Extra pounds will never bother anyone. You may be an experienced Betfair punter or just a beginner, but what will you tell me if I asked you, have you used online bookmakers? Free bets to top up your Betfair account? If you have, fair enough. If you haven't, you're missing out on very easy to make additional Betfair profits. What exactly I'm talking about now? You see, the online gambling industry is growing daily and the bookmakers are competing with each other really fiercely. They will do anything to get the customer because they're aware of the simple fact one customer is worth a few £100s at least. As you know, you can't place lay bets in bookies, and if you're not a real gambling professional, you will lose sooner or later. So online bookmakers are giving away free bets in order to catch potential customers' attention and get them into their trap. Just type bookie free bets in Google and you'll see how many websites are there having aggregated the best bookmakers' free bet offers. Loads of websites, every one of them earning from people signing up to bookies through them. But it's none of our business, is it? What you're looking for is as big free bet as possible. Sometimes we can even see £100 free bets, especially when big sports events are coming, racing festivals, championships and the football season. The next step you should make, click on the offer and go straight to the online bookmaker. If you've already got the account with them, sorry, this offer is valid only for the first-time customers. Go back to the Google search results and look for another bookmaker offering a decent amount of a free bet. I will skip the signing and the related stuff and explain to you exactly how you can get the free bet transferred into your Betfair account. The terms and conditions in various bookmakers differ, and you have to read them thoroughly to understand the exact steps you have to make to qualify for the free bet. Some will require you to place a bet of a certain amount at certain odds to get the free bet. Some will require you to place a few bets to get the freebie. But whatever the rules, you have to do one thing. Lay the bet on Betfair. Just find identical or very similar odds. The best option for you will be horse racing markets, as the races are taking place on a regular basis, and you won't have many difficulties with finding qualifiers. Go to a bookie account that offers you a free bet for signing up. Read through the terms and conditions to make sure you understand everything. The main terms are actually stated on the offer itself before signing up. Then hedge each bet placed on bookie by an opposite bet on Betfair until the free bet value has been transferred to your Betfair account. Of course, it may happen that you actually win on the bookie and your winnings accumulate on the bookmaker's account, but you won't lose anything in either case. But of course, It would be more convenient if you could keep all the winnings in your Betfair account, just for the sake of simplicity. So I'll give you a few tips on choosing the right horses to bet on. Go for higher priced horses. Bookmakers' specials will usually be subject to minimum odds anyway, but you may want to make sure you have as little chance as possible to win at the bookie. Your desirable result is winning the lay bet on Betfair and losing with the bookie, so that all your funds get transferred to your Betfair account. However, there's a downside of this approach as well. The higher the odds, the harder it will be for you to find qualifying horses to bet on. As we all know, Betfair is punter's paradise, as you can really get good odds for longer priced horses. So when choosing the qualifying horses for sucking out the free bets from bookmakers, look for horses at odds of around 3 to 4. They're more likely to lose the race, and you can still find similarly priced horses on both the bookie and Betfair. You will lose a few pounds on the Betfair commission and the slight odds difference between the bookmaker and Betfair, but you'll still be a winner at the end, having won around 90% of the free bet's value or so. Once you've become a really serious Betfair trader and you have to focus on trading, of course you won't bother yourself with dealing with these free bets, as they require some time and hassle. However, whenever you have free time, or especially if you're just starting out, you certainly may want to take advantage of at least the biggest free bets in the market. Don't take any potential earnings lightly, and if you could earn £50 to £100 on trading, wouldn't you be ready to dedicate the whole day for this purpose? Sure you would. Then why not cash in some free bets on top of that? Taking into account you'll be hedging free bets on Betfair by laying, the lay bet's liability is much higher than the very stake. So if you start with a £100 Betfair account, you can use only stakes of around £10 to £20. It's a great way of getting really used to placing bets on Betfair, and by watching both markets on Betfair and the online bookmaker, you can actually spot some other advantageous trends. You may find some arbitrage bets and back the horse on the bookie for a better price and then lay it off on Betfair. But now, my fellow Betfair trader, I have to say thanks for staying with me for the last week and watching my videos. It's been a big pleasure for me to share my tips and tricks with you. You'll certainly hear from me again in the future, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me using the contact form on my website. Have a profitable Betfair trading.